This is a video I made yesterday afternoon. I've been working credentials up in the Mountainside Conference Room, and here are the competitors in Slopestyle, both snowboarders and skiers coming in at the end of the day. And you can see in the lower frame here, there's members of the local ski team near our Chair 6. And also this is the parking lot at the end of the day. You can see how busy it is, various vehicles, kinds of activity going on. Yesterday was a beautiful day. I would call it a perfect day. You'll see coming up this morning, which is January 6th, and there's quite a bit more wind when we get to January 6th. So here I'm riding the gondola up to the top of the mountain where I worked this morning in the interpretive center, and apologize for all of the plexiglass imperfections that are in the cabins, but lots of equipment gets knocked against these walls, and these cabins are, decades old. But at any rate, it's still a beautiful sight to see the skiers coming down Broadway, which is a main run out of Main Lodge, and then here the logo reflected in the window. We're going up to the Slopestyle practice, which happened today, and the first thing you'll see is the viewing stand where the judging will take place. This is the bottom of the course, and we've got skiers and riders that are practicing. Here you can take a look at the groomers who are finishing their work. They spent hundreds of hours preparing this site for the Grand Prix, and so you'll see some of the riders coming in. What's interesting is when they land these jumps, they're followed by someone on skis who's got a camera, so that their moves are being videotaped, and I think it's for instructional purposes. I think they look at their jumps and try to see the way a football coach would look at a play and try to evaluate it and see if they can make improvements, because these jumps take place even in practice, and there are videographers following most of these riders and skiers down the course. So it must be part of their sponsorship. At any rate, you can see it was already a bit windy this morning. It was quite a bit more windy this afternoon, and so I don't know if they were able to complete their practice all the way through the day. So right now we're passing over Chair 6, which is the chair that these competitors ride to get up to the top of the competition. Behind me and behind the gondola would be the half pipe, but today's practice was on slopestyle. It's pretty interesting watching. Now, when I was up in the interpretive center, I noticed out the window that a ski patroller was working with our newest avalanche dog. This is a puppy named Luna, and Luna absolutely delights in being in the snow. It's quite fun watching the patroller work with the dog. Now, this is a dog that will be trained to go into avalanches and locate victims and point down into the snow and help patrollers using their poles to dig out anybody who's buried there. So these dogs are quite important to every ski mountain, and even in the backcountry where they can be helpful in locating avalanche victims. But what's fun is just watching Luna in the snow. This dog just loves the snow. So we're up at just about 11,000 feet here. Dog's having a great old time playing in the snow. I was getting ready to head down, and you could see the way the snow had picked up at the very top of the mountain. The wind, the wind. Now we're passing over Chair 3 Facelift Express. These are people coming off of that chair and working down what we call the Face of 3. So I thought I'd just include a little bit of this footage of regular guests today just having fun on the mountain. Because of the imperfections in the plexiglass, we're going to see some anomalies when it comes to focusing. Some blurs will come like that one. But all in all, it's still fun watching people have fun on the mountain. Skier followed by a snowboarder. And you can see the way the wind is starting to create wind buff across the snow. That's actually fairly fun to ski in. And we've had quite a bit of snow, so the grooms have done a great job getting the runs prepared for people who like to ski on groomed snow, like me. So this is coming down from the top of Slopestyle. Again, this is a practice day. Competitions are coming tomorrow and through the weekend, I think. If you look carefully, you'll see people practicing some of the jumps and working on some of the rails. Some of the tricks are quite exciting to watch, and you can tell they take lots of practice, so this is a practice run. Lots of these athletes begin by doing their jumps into a pool of water, and then they transfer to very soft bags that they land on, and they have the trick fairly well protected in themselves, very oriented to space before they try to land the jumps on the snow. And it's beautiful to watch some of these athletes take off backwards, do several moves in the air, and then land backwards on a slope. It takes both the precision of practice and also the precision of the snowplow drivers to create these features in such a way that they are at the right angles and with the right spacing in between for these athletes to land their jumps. So this is the last qualifying event for the Bejing Olympics, which are coming up next month. So by the end of this weekend, we'll know who's going to represent the United States in halfpipe competition, male and female, and slopestyle competition, male and female. Very nice. And there we are.